Hey guys, Arkhangel here. After a few requests, I've decided to do an add-on video. Now, I don't know what you're going to all think about this add-on video, but I don't actually use that many add-ons. I have used action bar changing add-ons in the past, but not really anymore. I used Bartender if anyone was interested in that, but I don't know, I like the original WoW UI better, and it's a lot better for PvP especially. But let's go into my add-ons that I use that help me with my DK and PvE. None of these obviously are going to help that, you probably all know them. Bag Brothers is actually quite a good add-on. I would recommend that, or Bagnon, one or the other. And first we've got DK Dots. This was important last patch if you were going to be playing Festive Light, but not really anymore. But I still use it for various things. Basically, it is this thing here. It will show you. If this goes green, it means if you reapply your diseases, they'll be doing more damage. If it's red, if you reapply them, they're doing less damage. If it's yellow, it'll be reapplying them, doing the same damage, and it has your disease timers on, which is quite helpful as well. Obviously, as Frost, you're going to have your diseases up most of the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But what it does help with is some abilities actually scale off your current strength, and we'll keep the current strength like diseases, but Raise Dead also does. This is what I use it for. Basically, at the start of the fight, you do not want to use Raise Dead right at the start. You want to be using it when you have your maximum amount of strength, and this is going to help you know when your maximum strength is there, and it's basically going to be about 10 seconds into the fight. If you've got Feather, a little more maybe, and that's when you want to Raise Dead to get the most damage out of your pet. And I have mixed scrolling battle text. Many people have asked about this before. This is basically the battle text I have going around my character to the left and to the right, damage and healing and stuff. It's a really, really good add-on. Recommend it if you're using the classic WoW battle text. It's a lot better in my opinion. And then we have Omni CC. Basically, this makes it so every time I use an ability, for example, Horn of Winter here, instead of just having the cooldown going around, it has the number as well. So this is really, really good because obviously, if you are looking at the thing going around, you're not 100% on the number, whereas you are now if the cooldown on it. Make sure to update this often as well because it can bug out quite easily if they update it and you keep it in. Next up is Power Auras. I don't use this at the moment. I'm not sure if the add-on even works. I think there's a new add-on called Weak Auras or something that's replaced it. Basically, you can do almost anything with Power Auras. You can get a buff and stuff, a buff or a debuff or a proc or anything, and when that you can set it so when that procs, you can get it appear on your screen anywhere, looking at different things, making sounds. Basically, you can do whatever you want with it. I'd recommend looking at a guide. I don't have my own. I don't use it anymore, so I can't really make one. But before using it, I'd recommend watching a guide on it, to be honest. And next we have Quartz. This adds lots of casting bars and stuff under your character. You see that little line there, and there's lots more. There's casting bars, enemy casting bars, focus casting bars, and you can get just about anything. So I'd recommend this for PvE and PvP actually. Next up's Recount. Everyone knows what Recount is, damage done and all that. You can get all the stuff there. There is another version of Recount called something else, Scarda I think, and some people use that. So Recount or Scarda, they both do the same thing. Not sure which one's better, to be honest. I'll just go with Recount. Reforge Light, very good add-on. You can basically we'll go over and I'll show you actually. You can set instead of reforging one item after the other, you can actually set it to what you want in reforging, which means you don't have to play around with your hit and expertise. And as you can see here, this is the Reforge Light screen. I've got it set to, this is my Frost dual wield, yeah. So I've got expertise and hit. I want to be getting to as close to 25-50 as possible, then maximum mastery, crit and haste after that. When you click calculate, it will calculate what you need to change. And when I might need to change something actually, and when you click show, it will no, I don't. It will say what you need to reforge to. Press reforge, and it will do everything instead of you doing it one at a time and estimating which ones you have to do. So it's a very good add-on. I'd recommend it. And you may be wondering, you didn't see DBM Deadly Boss mods earlier on the video, but that's because I have voice encounter mods, which is DBM. But more. Basically, it does a lot more voice stuff. It has lots of it's a lot more customizable. You have a load of radars and stuff going around. It's a lot better than DBM because it helps. It's not just the boss tactics; it's your tactics as well. For example, on Siege Master Blackfuse, it will tell you when you need to go onto the conveyor belt. You just put in like I am on first, and then it will say your conveyor belt now, and then put a timer on everything. Whereas DBM, at least I don't think, does that. So yeah. If you're using DBM, I'd recommend giving VEM a go, voice encounter mods, because I believe it's better. And that is it actually for my PvE add-ons. I've got some random ones like Raid Roll, which help for when I'm Master Looter and stuff, and Postal and Nutty Recruit, which helps for recruiting and spamming the guild message of the day, but none of them are going to help you in combat. But yeah, as you can see, I don't use many add-ons at all for combat. I use a lot more in PvP, but that's all it is for PvE really. So thanks all for watching, and I'll see you soon.